Hey guys, it's Kelly. I'm back with another process video, and today's layout I am using the April kit from my Creative Scrapbook Kit Club, and I am one of their guest designers again for this month of April, and very excited to be a part of their team. So for this layout, I am going to be scrapbooking some of the pictures of my daughter a couple years ago when she broke her thumb. And she had to miss some softball, and it was not a good thing, and she actually had to have a cast. And there's a funny story behind it because she was sliding into home when she broke it, and it was a bad call. She got called out, and she was safe by a country mile. And, so, I mean, it just made it that much worse. But for this reason, her team only had 9 players that day, and she went out and she finished playing the game with this broken thumb. And, well, since she could finish playing the game, I thought it's just a little maybe sprained or jammed. And I was like, here's some Motrin, we'll see how it is tomorrow. And so the next day when I looked at it, it didn't look too bad. And I'm like, well, let's see how you feel, tonight. You have softball practice, you let me know how it goes. Again, she didn't really complain too much about it hurting. She said it, a little bit, but nothing too bad. So when I picked her up from softball, she was like, yeah, my thumb hurts. And I'm like, okay. So I took her to the doctor, and of course, actually we took her to like a little patient first kind of deal for kids, and they just splinted it. And then next thing you know, we're getting a call that we have to go to the pediatric orthopedist because it's very close to something very important. It's not the growth plate of the thumb, but something that it needed to be casted. So there you have it. Nurses and other healthcare professionals make the worst parents when it comes to getting their child seen on time. This was 4 days after the fact that she broke it. Anyway, let me go back to the layout. So in the kit, we got a bunch of the Carpe Diem frames, a bunch of the pattern papers, the chipboard stickers, the alpha sticker sheet, and it was just, love at first sight. Love the bright colors of this kit. Oh my goodness, Simple Stories did an amazing job with this line. And, at this point, I knew that I wanted to at least have 2 of the frames, around the 2 main pictures. And I'm just trying to figure out how I want it to lay. A lot of times when I'm working with the first or the second layout of the kit, it's not a struggle, but it kind of is, because I'm still trying to figure out the kit and learn what I have in it and, get a feel for it. So, at this point, just trying to figure out how I want it to go. And at this point, I realized, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to use another frame because I have a bunch. That is one thing. This, kit, you get the whole package of frames. So I thought, I will probably never use them all. So let me see if I like it. And I loved the 3 frames, one, kind of stacked on another. So at this point, I really felt like it was starting to come together, but just I wasn't quite sure. I thought maybe I'll do a grid design, and I end up sticking with my original thought, which is, somewhat in this, layout right now, the placement. So the floral paper is just so pretty, and I have a thing with florals, and I decided to fussy cut, and I left this in. Someone had requested it. If you look at my right hand is staying very straight, very still, and my left hand is doing all of the movement of the paper. And so that's basically how I'm doing my fussy cutting, is just moving the paper back and forth with my left hand. And I will move my right hand just a hair at times if I need to like get into a little bit of a tighter spot. But on these florals, I wanted to leave a little bit of the black outline of the paper, so a little bit of the black edging, just because I felt like it would really make it pop and stand out and just give it a nice look. I don't use a whole bunch of black when I scrapbook, but I love the way it looks. Or I guess I'd say not black, I guess solid black is what I'm saying. What I should say I don't use a lot of. I like, white and black prints, but the dark black is something that usually scares me off a little bit. So when I got this first floral cut out, I decided that I was going to definitely want to do a second floral. So off camera I did that, and then I did some black stitching around a couple of the paper layers. So I decided that I wanted to also use some of my punches. I love certain punches, and sometimes you just forget to pull them out and use them, and I just thought that that scalloped would make a great border. And I'm just trimming it down because I love that color aqua, and it's still the beginning of the kit. I'm not quite sure how much of that aqua I have in it, since it's not one of the main papers, and I want to conserve all of my favorite colors and the good things. So at this point, the layout is really starting to come together. I had, when I had off camera, when I'd sewn, I knew that I was going to have the oh so original title of Broken Thumb. So I went on the sticker sheet and just pulled off the letters and stuck them on the wax paper just so I could figure out the placement. And the sticker sheet has 3 different alphas, which I love. 2 of them are tile alphas, and they are the yellow and the turquoise, and then the pink alpha is their, I guess main alpha, and they're so versatile, good fonts. That's one of the things that I love. So here is where my ATG has a hissy fit, and I have to say I usually don't have many problems with this, so you'll see in just a second. I'm just going to throw it off to the side and use one of my smaller adhesives, and just I'll get back to that. I was on a roll, and I was really liking the way the page was turning out, and I didn't want to stop to have to deal with adhesive issues. So these yellow doilies are from Doodlebug, and they are from my stash. I also have a love affair with doilies, so I just thought that pop of yellow behind the flowers would be perfect. And when I cut the doily, I have saved the bottom half as well. So I chose the tile alphas in the yellow because of the yellow cardstock background and the yellow doilies, and I just liked the way that it pulled out some of that bright color. And it takes me a minute to mess with this and get it underneath, but I end up getting it adhered, and I love sometimes I'll do the second part of the doily on the page at this, on the same layout, and when I do, I always love the look of it. So I am taking some pop dots and putting it underneath some of the leaves just to pop them up. And that little doggy, oh my gosh, isn't he so cute? I was determined that I was going to get him on one of the layouts, and Emily loves dogs. We don't have one, but it makes a perfect accent for her, and he's so stinking cute. And you know what, if I'd rather have something like that as my random thing than a zebra, just saying. So I felt like was just so cute. And the one other thing I neglected to say, the struggle is real. That piece was cut off of the cut-apart sheet, and I thought that it was perfect for this page because, you really can't play softball with a broken thumb. And that's her dominant hand, so anyway, that's pretty much it. I will journal at the end, but the close-ups don't have the journaling yet. I usually will journal on a couple of pages at once. I get in a journaling mode, and will date and journal my layouts in a group. So I do add some of the tiny word stickers, and I think one of them says really and epic, and I thought they were perfect for it. So thanks so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed this layout, and if you get a chance, check out my creative scrapbook kit club. I will have the details for the kit club underneath in the detail section below. So thanks so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.